It might not be snowy outside, but it's still pretty cold. So I have to heat up in the garage first before I start working. And you can see that the wood is stored on this table, or it's lying somewhere on the ground. And I cannot live like that anymore. So I'm gonna build a firewood rack to store it. Well, I just started to cut the material. It's currently 2 p.m. and I want to check how many hours it will take to build that kind of firewood rack. Every good fire starts with dry firewood, but for the longest time I had a problem. My firewood storage was a mess. Stacks would fall over, logs would get damp, and when I needed a piece, I ended up digging through a pile of half-wet wood. It was frustrating, and honestly, I knew I needed a better solution. I almost always use a flat bar to plug the pipe. Sometimes, when I need more, I order laser cut ones, but that adds to the cost. I did this because it's easy to accidentally poke yourself in the eye with the rod. Every time I take a new one, I bend one end. I wasn't sure what angle to go with for the profiles, but after a few measurements I settled on about 100 degrees. I think it will be comfy to carry and still hold plenty of firewood. Okay, I got this done. Now weld it and grind it. But I ran out of gas, so that's it for today. And I'll continue tomorrow. It's 4:30 almost. So let's say 2 hours, because I had a coffee break, so more or less 2 hours for the day. Right, we have next day. It's 1:30. For the handles I will use tube instead. It will be a lot easier to carry. And there will be something else here, but that will come later. With the frame build I added support bars to make sure the firewood would stay neatly stacked. A good rack isn't just about holding wood, it's about keeping it organized, dry and easy to grab when needed. Check it out, it can be a stool now. You can't just focus on one goal. Just kidding. Let's get back to the wood stand. Right, it's 3:30 and I got everything is welded and cleaned up. And now I will make a space for small pieces using a flat bar bent into U-shape. Another thing is I was worried that the wood might fall out from the sides, but after measuring both the wood pieces and the structure, it turned out that everything will be fine. So that will be bended like that. So I could put it here. This is my father's old bender. He built it himself, but as you can see it hasn't been used much in the past few years. Still, it works fine. Well, it's 3:30, so let's say about an hour, and I got all done. It's finished. The only thing that left is to paint it. There is something awesome about making things yourself, and it's not just about saving money or getting the perfect design. It's about the process. You can take a raw material and turn it into something useful. That feels great. Every cut, every tiny little weld, every little step adds up to something real. Something you can actually use and be proud of. If you like this project, don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers! Oh, and as for the time, roughly speaking, it took about 4 to 4.5 hours. But, like I said, that's an estimate, since I didn't count all the breaks I took.